Hey everybody. Coming to you tonight because yesterday we were watching a press conference, and in that press conference, everything that was said, Beth and I were like, "That's our business. That's our business. That's really what's going on." So I want to give, first of all, I want to kind of give an introduction, and then I'm going to kind of give an overview of what was said and why it was so critical. It's kind of a sports reference, but it's really about the business. It's not about sports. So here's the introduction. FSU recently hired a new football coach, and he was introduced yesterday. And they had a welcome for him, and we watched it live on TV. And it was very impressive. It was impressive because the gentleman, the coach, came in and talked about leadership, and he nailed it. And he nailed it with passion. And it was so impressive. I went on Twitter after, and the results were amazing. People are like, I want to run through a brick wall for this guy. Now, what caused that? What caused people to first start watching the press conference with, I don't know who this person is, and then by the time it was over, donations are up and people are, rejoining the boosters, and they're giving money. And I'm watching this on the timeline, and people are going crazy saying, this is our guy. And it was like a 15-minute introduction. And I'm going to try and encapsulate what he said and why it elicited such a positive response in people. And that's what we're talking about with this business, is how to get that result in a brief introduction. So one of the first things he said is one of the quotes that we've used a lot, and I've actually written it on my Facebook several times. And that is, how you do anything is how you do everything. You prepare. It's the details. It's not about just the big things. It's the small things. It's making sure that everything you do is towards a goal. It is not just leaving anything up to chance. Nothing is left up to chance. Everything is practiced. One of the things he's known for is something called special teams. If you're not familiar with football, there's three phases. There's an offense, there's a defense, and a special teams. Special teams are your kickoffs, your kick returns, your punts, and things like that. And he focuses on that. And one of the things that he said he's going to do is be great at special teams. Some coaches ignore the special teams. They worry about offense. They worry about defense. Some of them played offense, so that's where they focus. Some of them played defense, so that's where they focus. But there's three phases. And he said everything is going to be covered. And when you're managing a group of people, or you're leading a group of people more appropriately, that's the way to do it. You cover everything and you plan for everything. And in our business, the little things matter in terms of, what do you say when someone says, what do you do? Or what is it? If you haven't practiced for that and you stumble out of the gate, then in a football analogy, you fumbled the ball. So a lot of times when we're doing trainings and we're doing videos, or we're doing conference calls, and we're saying, work on what is it? Work on what do you do? How do you answer that? What do you say to somebody if this is asked? We're not doing it to be a pain in the neck. We're doing it so that you're prepared for the time that it happens and you could answer appropriately. The other thing the new coach talked about was the team. Constantly the team. He didn't talk about himself. He did say that he was the right person for the job. He showed confidence but not arrogance. And he came in and he talked about the team, and how the team was going to prepare, and how the team was going to get better, and how everything was focused on the team. And that's what we've been trying to do over the last year, is you have a team and you need to utilize the team. It's not just about us individually in this business. It's about using everybody and utilizing the strengths of each person within the team. So we touched on it earlier in a video that Beth and I did together, and that is everybody has a team. Whether you've personally sponsored somebody into the business or not, if you have somebody under you, you have a team. And so one of the keys to success is utilizing your team. And we want to work on that more and more and get better and better at that so that we are all utilizing the team, okay? So I'm going to flip the page here. The other thing that I loved and that Beth caught on to, because she said, that's it. He talked about the process. He talked about falling in love with the process, and that's the key. He said the wins and losses will come, but the process is what makes him a better coach than some others, because he focuses on that process. And that's a key when we're talking about the what we're going through now. What JR taught on the boat in May that we've been working on is the process. Falling in love with the process and not worrying about the outcome. Some people are going to join us in business. Some people are not going to join us in business. That's fine. But if we get to the point where every conversation we have follows the process, you know what to say, you know how to say it, and if it's not for them, fine, but you might know the right person for me. Who do you know? Who do you know who? And those are certain things that are process related. So I know it's not the exciting thing about the business, but learning the process and getting the process down and then duplicating that is what JR has been working on with the chickens, the ducks, and the geese. It's the process and then duplicating properly. It's imprinting, as we call it. So I hope that helps. It was very, very interesting for us to watch this press conference, just from the standpoint of we were watching it with interest, with FSU being, one of the teams we follow and where our kids went to school. But it turned into listening to a leadership seminar and kind of going, this is it. In the encapsulation of what he said, it's all about leadership. It's all about imprinting his process to the players so they succeed. So we look forward to seeing how successful he'll be, but already there's excitement around Tallahassee and around FSU because that 20 or 25-minute press conference, he showed the leadership and he basically got people excited. And that's what we need to do. We need to show what's possible with this business and get people excited. So thanks a lot, and we will see you very soon.